back to that one there.
Cameron Luxton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to speak on the Land Transport Management Time of Use Charging Amendment Bill in support, because New Zealanders already face a high cost from sitting in traffic. We face that cost in many ways: time delays getting home to family, getting to jobs, getting to work, getting deliveries on time. This bill is about freeing up traffic so we can have a more free-flowing system. Look, it's not a silver bullet. It's another to mix your metaphors on projectiles, an arrow in the quiver. It's not going to be the thing that solves all the issues in our transportation system, but it is an important hammer in the toolbox. It's very, now we're really getting into projectiles.
I'm waiting for one that actually relates to cars.
The committee work, the Transport Infrastructure Committee is, I think, the most collegial committee that this House has in its repertoire, and we really did work quite well as a committee on this. As the previous speaker, Tracy McCallum, pointed out, working towards bringing councils closer to the decision making, giving a strengthening to the provisions on the way revenue that is above operating costs will be used to improve traffic locally, because New Zealanders want to see the costs of the system that they're paying to make sure that traffic can move more efficiently, going towards ways to improve traffic in the area. So that's something the committee really did work together quite well on addressing, having an investment agreement with the Minister to prioritise the spending in the area in ways that improve the experience of traffic congestion for those people using the scheme. Mr. Speaker, I think it's a great idea. I commend it to the House.
Andy Foster.
Speaker.
Okay, now Cameron Luxton has seemed to sit there and have probably one of the shortest speeches in history. And, well, what surprise here? Summary is that ChatGPT has sat there and brought up is the fact that it's a cooperative, cross-party approach. It strengthens local council decision-making, which is quite funny hearing that from ACT. They speak it, but they don't necessarily actually practice what they preach. And also for revenue that's above operating costs have to be put back into there. There was a comment mentioned here about it would be from Justin about it will be inappropriate for rural buses. Rural school buses, well, yeah, that's pretty obvious, but you don't have a traffic congestion problem. It would not meet the test. I mean, imagine if they sat down there and tried to sit there and put, say, on State Highway 38, like what do you call it, time of use charge in Murupara. I mean, it would simply not sit there and kill them. Like what traffic congestion they have. Like, they've got no traffic lights in Murupara, is a good example. The same would sit there and be said in, Arthur's Pass if you've got the West Coast on the South Island. Like, I mean, the only place that's got traffic lights is one-lane bridges. So that would be there. But we get cases like Wellington, like Adelaide Road in Wellington, that would be a classic, perfect example that would make sense. Same with Dominion Road in Auckland, possibly Cameron Road in Tauranga could be one. If you've got, I'm trying to think, Victoria Street in Hamilton could be one that could be interesting. I mean, those bridges do get a bit congested at peak times. The whole city pretty much comes to a standstill. Now here's something from Simon. Interesting on that one. Yes, whereas the candidate who stood in Rotorua last local body elections actually lives in Tauranga, who's now councillor in Tauranga City Council, Martin Roomsbroom. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook.